the clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
Riddle me this. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye. Hadouken!
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Tyrannosaurus! The SoulProviderZ.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
Yomigaru! Nebula-chan!
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
I'd whip up a really substantial meal. You see how strong I am? From eating all of this stuff.
Tyrannosaurus! Yoga Lane. The SoulProviderZ. Your soul is mine. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye. Hadouken! Find it apart. It's the big one.
By your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Yoga Lane.
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye. Your soul is mine. Riddle me this. The SoulProviderZ.
Why so serious?
Yomigaru! Nebula-chan!
Tyrannosaurus!
Always winterize your pipes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
Why so serious?
Yoga Lane. Hadouken! But there could be more to the case than meets the eye. Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
By your powers combined.
Riddle me this. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
jury. We all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, perfect, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
You seem to be well-grounded in the case file, Detective.
Target acquired. It's the big one. Proton cannon. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
Riddle me this. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined,
Hadouken! Yoga flame.
Why so serious?
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
俺はスーパーベジータ。
Riddle me this.
SoulProviderZ. Target acquired. It's the big one. Proton cannon.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well-grounded in the case file, Detective.
Why so serious?
By your powers combined,
All right, welcome to episode 43 of Talk Jump Podcast. I'm your host, Soul. Hope you guys are doing good. If you missed the playback on episode 43, you can check it out on my channel. We did kind of cover a good couple of things, but we also covered Equalizer 3 last episode. So if you want to get a little quick review of Equalizer 3, you can definitely check out episode 42 from the last one we posted. If you prefer audio formats, we also have the podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, Anchor. You can check out those links in the description. Oh, cool. And really? I haven't modded you yet? What's going on, bro? Let me see if I can. This is my first time seeing you in the chat, in this chat. What's going on, Coolin? Good to see you. Good to see you. So Aizen should be here soon, but Omega, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Just glad to be here for another Taku Jump podcast. Let's get it in. Major shout out to just metal.
Okay.
Oh, and anime.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me see here. I'm gonna start with this one. Hopefully we get Aizen and Trunks as they come in. So first, little update for Wolverine from Marvel, the Marvel team that made Spider-Man 2. So it looks like Insomniac Games have now moved on from Spider-Man 2. So Spider-Man 2 is currently gold. so it will be coming out next month. Definitely expect a review or at least some first impressions. I actually might, well, it's on PS5, so I mean, I might do a little stream on it with it, playing it, but I don't know, I might not. So that's gold for next month. So it looks like the team is now going to focus on Wolverine. So this is really good news. I have no idea when this Wolverine is going to be released, but at least the good news is that, you know, it's getting a game. As you guys know, the last Wolverine game that came out was Wolverine Origins, and that was, I don't know if that was 08. That was 2008. So I mean, it's been a really long time. And I think as long as that this company can definitely do it some, you know, do it well, hopefully. I mean, based on what we've seen from the Spider-Man game, so I have hopes that they'll do an okay job with it. Any thoughts, Mega, on Spider-Man 2 coming out next month, or the team finally being able to focus on Wolverine for PS5?
So I'm really so hyped about this. This is gonna be awesome. Played the very first one, had a little time playing Miles. Haven't beat it at all, but this is gonna be a tremendous Spider-Man. I hope the ending is just as epic as the first one.
Right.
Definitely, it's gonna be astonishing. We actually see Craven and the symbiote art like tied in together. So and this relieves them of a lot of hard work that they did to just fall over to Wolverines, and hopefully they knock it out the park. I do want to mention that the last Wolverine game they came out was pretty superb, given its graphics, and just basically what you did with Wolverine's abilities were astonishing. So I mean, I have high hopes for it. If I wanted to add a little 2 cents to any of the programmers or any ideas, have somewhere these claws can actually go through like certain walls or metal or something, you know, because I always felt that that's a limitation sometimes with what Wolverine can do. I mean, he can definitely pop claws through somebody or sense someone through a wall, and that could be like a kind of ability, or even if it's a cut scene and they can't even go through the whole gameplay fighting mechanics. But it should be interesting. Yeah, so definitely look forward to it. I know a lot of people are gonna like that are fans of Wolverine will, they're already saying take my money. They're throwing it at the screen. So
yeah, man. This Spider-Man 2 game, I think it's going to cover, there was an article that's saying it's going to cover a couple of different Venom stories from the comics and also from the movies, but hopefully to actually do it right, because, Spider-Man 3, the actual movie, Tom Raimi film, always gets a bad joke about emo Peter Parker and all that stuff, so...
the dancing one.
I think, we'll see how it goes. I think, who is it? Who's that guy? Who's Peter's friend? From the Goblin family.
You're talking about
what's his name?
Osborn.
Yeah, Osborn. I think Osborn's Venom in this one. I think he's Venom in this one, right? I think so. Well, I mean, that's what it. Based on the trailer we got, that's what it looks like. It's
looks like they gave Harry the symbiote.
Yeah, and that's happened in the comics, right? Or is that something new they're trying to do?
I'm not sure. I think it might have. Definitely comic book heads don't cut my head off, but there's a certain Earth where that might have transpired, because there's a multiverse.
Yeah.
So I think the most interesting thing about that is, and I hate to be all cheesy and old school nostalgic, but if they could just make the situation with Spider-Man when he's like when the symbiote's trying to take over and making him more aggressive, I would like to see that, because I'll never forget the Spider-Man animated series where he's like chasing down Shocker and he's like yelling the whole time. That shit was hilarious.
We'll see, man. So it goes gold next month. This last, like I said, the last quarter of this year, there's a lot of games coming out. We just had Payday 3 come out. Liza P came out. What else came out? Well, Armored Core, that was a couple months ago. So we're the games are definitely coming. So cannot wait for next month. So next up, PlayStation had their state of play for September this month. So everything that got announced, we had a trailer for fantastic Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with the release date, which I think is July 2024. That looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna get that. That looks pretty good. What else did we get? We got a official digital deluxe trailer for Spider-Man 2. Just with costumes and content and stuff like that. It looks like of course there's going to be some DLC, I guess, and pre-order specials and stuff like that. There's a DLC for Resident Evil 4, the Separate Ways DLC with Adam Wong's side of the story, so more DLC for Resident Evil. Let's see, I think it already came out too. Looks like there's also going to be a VR2 mode. Gets a release window, release date for PS5. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora gets new stories trailer. I don't know, man. I'm not really too excited about this Avatar game because it kind of feels like it's a movie tie-in. But I don't know. We'll most of these type of games don't have long legs. They don't last. But we'll just see how it goes.
If they did this movie, I should say, if they did this game more or less like, I want to say, remember the Matrix video game? Like that was actually
Path of Neo?
Yeah, or I think it was
Path of Neo.
It had to be that one with they even had it was like more the update one, but they had different characters other than Neo.
Oh, you mean Enter the Matrix?
I think it was that one, but they did good in that freaking game.
Yeah, Enter the Matrix was just okay. I mean, it looked graphically, it looked better. I think it was on PS2, but Path of Neo was better. I mean, because this is focused on Neo becoming the one, and you get to be the one, and do his combat and shit.
They gave you a lot of challenges on that one that were fun.
Yeah. So.
But Avatar is. I wouldn't be surprised if they used the soul kind of. Well, nah, let me get out of here. Avatar Souls would suck.
Oh hell no! Based on the gameplay, it looked like a third-person shooter type thing.
Oh, so like something similar to like Gears of War, maybe? Like Fire,
like Gears, Destiny-ish, Borderlands-ish, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. Next up, we got the PS5 Deep Earth Collection. So there's a red, blue, and I guess metallic silverish color for faceplates, and you get some DualSense colors for different controllers for the PS5, which that will be available. It says they'll arrive on November 3rd, and then silver for both will be available on January 26th. All right. Roblox goes to PS4, whatever. Ghostbusters for VR2. Helldivers new trailer. I guess release date that's coming out February next year. And then they ended it with Foam Stars, which is basically a Platoon clone, which will be out February 8th. Wait, what's the date for this? Oh, open beta will be on this week, so 29th. So if people want to play the open beta for Foam Stars, they can.
People are gonna buy that.
I mean, for people that want Splatoon that didn't get a Nintendo, I guess they can get this, but I don't know. It's just. And then we had Tales of Arise got DLC. It says Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn comes out November 9th. Tales of Arise was a really good JRPG. Played it when it originally came out. Great game. But I think to get this expansion, you have to have the original disc, so that means you would have to buy it again, which I'm not gonna do. So if you didn't play it when it first came out, I guess you should probably get it now, and so you can get the expansion along with it. But
Yeah.
really good JRPG. Really, I mean, it was really good Tales. I think that was the last Tales game we've gotten. So that was pretty much it for the state of play. We may get another one this year, but this might be the final one for the year. But not bad. Any other thoughts on say anything mentioned Omega?
I like the fact that what was that? Go back down. It was the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Rebirth.
Yeah, that's gonna be out the chain.
Yeah, that looked good.
I also seen and I actually awoke to that because I have Resident Evil 4, which I recommend anybody to get. That game is fun as hell. There's new DLC to it, but they have Mercenaries where you get Ada Wong and Wesker to run the gauntlet of that, and I kid you not, those two characters, it's weird. It feels like you're almost damn near cheating. Their abilities and how fast their movement is, it's pretty damn arcadey, but it's fun. Like it like Leon Kennedy's slow ass is like in the dust. I would definitely pick up Resident Evil remake. It's the visuals on it are amazing.
Yeah, it did get a lot of good reviews when it first came out, so that's good.
Yeah, everything feels fluid. It's like one of those parrying systems that are fun to do. Like it's not difficult.
Okay, go ahead with your Cobra Kai. What are they talking about with this?
Oh, so yeah, we got Cobra Kai's Martin wants to break the Marvel DC mold with a new comic book, Prodigal Son. Prodigal Son is based off of certain Western with a child that's witnesses. Well, he stumbled upon his father's murder, and he wants to, of course, get revenge. He takes bloody sheriff badge, and now he's meeting this outlaw that's possibly going to be like a certain father figure to him since the loss of his father. But we'll understand that the men that did this are not going to be met with really justice, but just outlawmanship. So he made a real big emphasis on just a different story that is more or less anything away from superpowers. Something that he wanted irony kids to relate to. Like we already know Cole's background is within martial arts, that film. But just a short little movie of it is pretty good. I did like the art of it. The art style is based off to a French comic book. So it's it looks interesting. I like that he's trying to contest with proposition it as to Marvel and DC that sharing how it stands out. So this is just real interesting between him and his son. So
I'm not really a comic book head, but if they anyone could create anything, and if the fans like it, or customers or viewers like it, then I'm all for it. But yeah, Marvel and DC, that's would be sci-fi. So he's this is like more of a Western genre type comic book, right?
Yeah. For the time, both Marvel and DC have, I think, even with most of their golden age stuff, they actually had stuff incorporating with military and cowboy stuff. So I think this is just something he wants to see revamped.
Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. What else we got here? Let me see here. Okay, so let me go to this one. Oh, this one was kind of cool. So new Fist of the North Star anime announced for its 40th anniversary. So one of the famous action series is coming back with a new anime with its 40th anniversary. So there's a new project in the works. It says so originally debuted in 1983. It remains one of the most impactful manga franchises. Totally true. Of course, was a part of potential anime return has announced it will be returning with a new anime. To be teased using the latest animation technology, all new voice cast behind it all, according to Warner Bros. Oh, Warner Bros. Really? This is with Warner Bros. Okay.
Wow.
It says streaming information will be revealed to a later date. You can check out. Okay, so totally interested in this because I never watched Fifth of the North Star, but I know its influence is strong. Like I could already see, like it reminds me of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It reminds me of a little bit of Dragon Ball, a little bit there.
That's
Bruce Lee martial arts.
The art of the same artist is the one that did both. Like did Fist of the North Star. He actually did also JoJo.
Okay, I wonder. And it also reminds me of Mad Max.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. This is the weirdest thing, dude, between both of them. And maybe I think this might even be something that most fan or cult things do, but I don't know which one inspired who. Like, was it Mad Max that inspired Fist of the North Star? Or was it Fist of the North Star inspired Mad Max? But, you know, I think that's something that maybe amongst fans probably can figure out.
Mm-hmm.
I was always mystified by it because it's same clothes, almost same dilapidated nuclear fallout world. Yeah. Only the most baddest ass thing you can say in Japanese is "omae wa shide."
I would say the only maybe fear I would have with this was if they turn it into a Trigun thing where the Trigun reboot kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And I mean, although I did like the music though. The music for Trigun reboot was pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the music.
But I did drop it just because I'm like, I just rather watch the original, honestly. But
that's where we get that Nani too from. Nani.
Oh, from
it's
what?
It's been said.
From this?
From Fist of the North Star, yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, I never watched the original, so I'll definitely look into this and hopefully it's cool.
Yeah, the originals do take. I always like that animation, but everybody did look like, their like necks were the size of like Kurt Angle's. And,
long ass thing.
Yeah, just super huge, and then the little. Like, you could tell the non-fighters were just always so tiny.
Mm-hmm. So this is good news, man. I'm kind of excited for this. So definitely, hopefully we get a trailer soon or something, just to see what it's gonna look like. But I mean, the new generation of anime people may not care, but I think for people like, like me who missed it, I mean, I think this would be a good opportunity. But new gen might not even give a shit, but I think, But
they may not gravitate to it. I mean, I think the new gen really love stuff like Kengan Ashura and maybe even Baku too. So.
Oh, okay.
That's more. Yeah.
True. Let me see. Let's see. I mean, let's go ahead with the Stray movie. Apparently, we're getting a Stray movie, which no one asked for.
Yes. Stray, crew, plot, and everything we know about the feature film adaptation of the hit video game. Now, I picked this and chose it because only on the fact that no matter what, progress throughout the world in technology is inevitable, right? Like we are possibly on the cusp of a new cybernetic kind of age eventually. We're still far off from it, I believe. But AI and surging corporations with faster memory, faster chips. The iPhone 15, they cost like $1,000. No, I'm just getting out of there. But like, I think this movie only got like really passed for the fact that the animators that are going to be working on it just came out with a title. I have to look at it real quick, but I think it did pretty good. I've seen it on Netflix, but it's just I think it's, I mean, for me, and watching a lot of the video game from YouTube, it's impressive to see that the cat has evolved along with our technology, which I think in real life, a lot of stray animals will have to adapt. I mean, I kid you not, I've never seen how many times where I'm at a red light and the dog is waiting there until the light is green. And then he moves forward. Like, not, this is a street dog. But he's adapted to our technology. So I think it's like a great concept that they want to actually show in this film, because in the world, this cat is like moving through a very ancient kind of technological city, like certain things that are hidden to the humans, like he's actually interacting with. So
well, I did never play the game, but I know when the game came out, it was pretty popular for when it came out. I think it was like an indie title. Was it a full game or indie title?
I think it was an indie title, if I'm correct. I just know most of like the background is that it takes place where humans have all disappeared. So he's not interacting with humans at all. He's interacting with the AI, or what I think is called B12. And it's an interesting, I believe, award-winning adventure from a cat's perspective, adapting to no human interaction, just droids and probably even dangerous creatures. Because I remember there was something in there where you had to run away from. You couldn't fight it.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't really I guess it's cool. I mean, animated films sounds like it'd be pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
If they like it, they like it. If the gamers like it, or maybe it'll catch some new fans, and that's cool. I mean, I can't really hate on it, but yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with it. All right.
Oh, I'll make a correction on it. It's the cat's AI companion B12. So the cat is actually like responding to what the AI is. That's an advanced cat to me. Like, but just like any animal, it can adapt. It can be trained.
Okay. So next up, next gen Xbox leaks reveal release date and first details. So the new Xbox console was leaked after some redacted documents from Microsoft in the lawsuit over the question of Activision was accidentally revealed. According to these documents, Microsoft is aiming to release the next Xbox console sometime 2028, aka 5 years from now. Documents don't reveal a ton, like a price point or a name. Says, but there are some details on Xbox broader vision with the console, some target specs included with this. They're planning on making a console that will make use of the cloud. Okay. So let's see. So a new console in 5 years. Well, that does make sense though. I mean, they usually PlayStation. They would probably PS6 would probably be out by 2028, 2029, probably too. I mean, so that's not too crazy of a thought there.
Yeah.
But one thing with Xbox is that they have to get the exclusives. They have to get the games. There was another article that mentioned that Phil Spencer wanted to buy Nintendo, which is linked to the same topic of the leak. So in the email, they said that Spencer had interest in the Steam owner Valve and Warner Bros. Network of video game studios like Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm, the Batman Arkham developer Rocksteady, and it's just like he's trying to, I guess, capitalism. I guess he's just trying to buy off Nintendo. Like that would be insane. So there's the document there where he mentions the interest, and see, it's fucked up because, well, even if he bought the Arkham Rocksteady, which would be crazy. I mean, okay, your next Batman Arkham games would be exclusive to Xbox, but you could probably put it out on PC as well. So I mean, it'd be crazy having to buy an Xbox to play the Batman game. It would be insane.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird.
And especially if they buy Nintendo, like him
trying to buy Nintendo. Trying to buy Nintendo. Look at what Disney is. Disney might buy Nintendo if they.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
But you know what? Nintendo is doing so well. I don't think they're, they even sell. Like,
and they're making their new console comes out next year too. So
yeah, and then between Sony and Nintendo, they're crushing it, dude.
Yeah. Death Racer says Cloud sounds like they might go full digital or maybe remove hardware limitations like Nvidia's GeForce Now. Yeah. Yeah, they could go, yeah, that does sound, they might go full digital. But then it's like, remember, what about the casuals that just want to buy, the physical hardware though? Right? But I think it's kind of cap. I don't see them being able to pull it off, buying, because they just bought that Activision Blizzard shit, right? So, I mean, how the hell would they afford Nintendo? That'd be this insane, But in a different world, that would be kind of lit, though. I mean, it would force me to buy Xbox, though. No lie, it would force me. If the Nintendo games were on there, I mean, you're basically combining both fan bases together. I mean, that is one big kind of opponent versus Sony, but I just don't see it happening. It sounds kind of desperate too. Like, oh, let me just buy off Nintendo and not compete. Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, it does feel that way.
It is fucking compete.
I mean, capitalism is great, but I don't see Nintendo budging, right? Like, because they're doing phenomenal. So, but yeah, let's say, for instance, the deal was sealed. Like it was worth it. So,
all right,
there you go. We out. We took the money.
And especially when Nintendo is like fully focused on gaming versus Microsoft's, they focus on other things minus gaming. So it's like, why would they just get absorbed by Microsoft? Now, those things can't happen though. Corporate. I mean, companies absorb other companies all the time. But
I would always see Nintendo making like the reverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys not doing too well, so like, why don't you just let us take over?
Yeah, right. That's just interesting. I'm pretty sure the Xbox community and the Xbox YouTubers probably did a lot of content on this shit when it came out. But
I wonder why is Xbox always getting leaked?
I don't know.
Damn.
I really don't know. But they got to do something to save themselves. So I don't know. We'll see with Xbox though. All right, next up. So anime stuff. Attack on Titan finale release date revealed in leak. So you got another leak here. So according to what's this? NME? What's this? Let me see. Another news site. Okay. Damn. So many news sites. All right. An unlisted YouTube video on Anime Pony Canon revealed that the final episode on Attack on Titan will air Saturday, November 4th. Description of the video has been made private. So the video accidentally got leaked. Final episode, November 4th.
That's one hell of an accident.
So this is like the final chapter, final season, final special 2.
The final to finals.
Yeah, it's finally gonna be released. Finally, god damn. I mean, so this is gonna be the end of the end for the anime, which is crazy. Which, I mean, the Attack on Titan started, 2013. Insane. I was still in college back then, so I think this would be good to just finally just finish it. finish
Trip
his
back down memory lane.
start releasing those full season like DVDs and merchandise and just move on. This it shouldn't have taken this long, but I mean they milked the fuck out of it, so I mean whatever. Any thoughts on that one? So any thoughts on us getting the finale later this year?
I only thought it was cool. Let's wrap this baby up.
Well, like I said, I mean I've enjoyed it, so I'm not I've enjoyed Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But
it's just
goddamn,
like a real good tease for the longest now.
that's literally 10 years. 10 years of this, a lot of content there.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have here? Got some Elder Scrolls stuff here. Now, I'm not a big Elder Scrolls fan, but it was on the radar. So, Elder Scrolls 6 will come out on PS5. Microsoft document reveals. Elder Scrolls 6 was one of the burning questions following Microsoft's $7.5 billion buyout of Bethesda back in 2021. But now, according to one of the Microsoft's own documents, the debate is over. Scroll 6 is set to skip PlayStation 5. So it says releasing in 2026 or later. No, okay, so it's going to be a couple years past. Well, I guess that's not a bad. I guess it's going to keep fans waiting, but I guess it's also like Half-Life. Half-Life never got a full sequel yet either. So, who knows when Half-Life's going to come out? But I mean, I'm not really a Scrolls fan, but I know it's a big game. Once that game comes out, I mean, people are going to be modding and playing it like crazy. But any thoughts on the Scrolls 6 not coming out till maybe 2-3 years?
I know it's gonna piss off a lot of the hardcore people that are into it, but let's take it in response that they want it to be finally polished, maybe, perhaps. 7.6 billion buyout. Whew.
Oh man. yeah. Xbox ain't playing. They're trying to get as many studios and stuff as they can.
And Elder Scrolls is a really fun game. Don't get me, twisted on it. Like I remember Skyrim, so I was hooked.
That type of game though, it's like you can play that game literally forever though. Like, yeah, there's no
like
end.
A game that does not stop.
Like there's an end point, but like most people are like playing, the side missions. It can really take some time. It's a big game. Like that Skyrim was a big game. So
like the replay value is astonishing because it's like, hey, I didn't play as a kid. Like,
right.
Play as a what that do?
Right. All right. So this was Eisen is not here yet, but I guess we'll just I can cover what's one of his articles he brought. So yeah, we got the green light for season 2 for One Piece Netflix, getting a green lit for the next season, which was already there was rumors that they would get at least maybe 6 seasons, but I guess the success from the first season was so good that they just went ahead and greenlit the second one. Once again, I'm starting to understand why manga people don't like anime people. How I'm not a manga dude, but I might watch the anime and then I'm a fan. I'm starting to understand there are some people that became One Piece fans off the live action, right? There's not like Eisen. There's nothing wrong with that. I guess as long as you can get into the medium or get into the fandom, I think it's still a win, right? But I guess that's how manga people feel maybe when it comes to us anime folks. Maybe you think it's the same. Maybe that's how they feel when we're jumping on anime instead of reading the mangas or something.
Well, it's just like when you put like if you're at a dinner table with people that have read the book and then people have watched the movie. The people that read the book are going to feel some type of way that you've only went so far that the movie described, because sometimes movies cannot fit every single detail into a story. I mean, I honestly believe Lord of the Rings actually did very well by doing that, by actually having the books with him to actually study the Tolkien. But it was the director's visualization that helped a lot too. Like me, I'm kind of half and half in the middle. Like I like it's good to read the manga, and if you can afford it, keep buying those volumes. But especially with One Piece or Bleach. But there's different things that happen in the manga that is not going to be put in the anime. So it's kind of give or take there.
Well, okay, think about it this way. It's like reading a sports manga versus watching a sports anime, right? Like, I think I would rather watch the sports anime, like, especially with the like sports, it's just better seeing it, like, in example, I'm watching Ace of Diamond right now, which is, I didn't know how good this anime was, man. This anime is actually pretty good. Like, a baseball anime, like, I think it's actually better than Haiku, or not as good.
You want to kick the shit out of a soccer ball, don't it?
not as good as fucking Hajime no Ippo, though. Not gonna lie, but this is it's a pretty good baseball anime. It's pretty damn dope. Eisen, what's up? We're just talking about your article here.
Eisen, welcome, bro.
What's up? Just getting in.
But
yeah, thanks. But yeah, I saw this, and I'm starting to just check out One Piece. But I thought it was pretty interesting, especially when I found out what Tony Chopper looked like. So I think
for an anime, right?
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I don't know. I think they're gonna find a way to pull it off. They've been doing okay right now. We'll see what happens. But I'll always admit that right now, hey, I mean, we complain about a lot of the American, entertainment, or what's in TV and film here, but they're starting to get over in Japan too, so they'll cut some stuff out somewhere, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Death Racer. Yeah, you post a classic, man. It's hard for me to. I might have a bias, but Ace of Diamond is pretty damn good. Like, it has that classic sports shonen, like, lessons learned type thing I like about Ippo a lot. The same thing with new iShow 21. So really, I didn't know Ace of Diamond was this good, though. I really didn't know, but it is really, it's really addictive. Like, that's what's been keeping me busy, minus like Bleach and One Piece. So really good anime there if you like baseball and stuff like that. Let me see. Let's keep going. Dang, we got to a couple things before you appeared. Do you have any thoughts, Eisen, on Wolverine finally being starting production after Spider-Man 2 is gold next month? Any thoughts on that one?
I guess I really don't have a whole lot. I really don't expect much right now with the MCU. Most of what they've been pushing out has been.
Oh, sorry. I meant
it's been kind of terrible.
I meant the Spider-Man 2 video game.
Oh, Wolverine's in it.
No, I meant that after they're finishing Spider-Man 2, the video game next month, that they're gonna start working on the Wolverine PS5 game.
Oh, okay. I guess that's okay for Wolverine fans. I don't know. I'd rather play as somebody else, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Damn.
No, I've never really cared to play with him. Like, in characters, whenever I've had video game options, I never chose him. So.
Oh, okay. Did you ever play the Wolverine Origins game back in like 2008?
Oh, hell no, I never played that. They had, what was it? They had 2 X-Men games that were kind of like the Ultimate Alliance games. Well, they were before that.
I forgot.
I guess the Ultimate Alliance were kind of like them, but they had about 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I played those, and I never played as him. I played as Magneto typically, but that's me.
Okay, I feel
So
you.
wait, what about any of the fighting like Marvel versus superheroes or Capcom or?
If I never played with him in any of the others, why would I play with him in that one?
Damn, you get no love.
I mean, I'm serious.
He be like,
I don't know.
He see Wolverine and be like, screw that Canadian midget.
Well, we can't assume everyone. I mean, he's not one of my favorites, but I mean, he's cool, but he's not like like I prefer Nightcrawler over Wolverine. That's just me.
I always put him on a team. So
man, I always preferred Magneto and Gambit. So.
Oh yeah, Gambit's.
Yeah, those are pretty damn good. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Death Racer says, like an anime only opinion on Tokyo Ghoul versus a manga reader would be way different. I like Blue Lock. That's my latest sports series. Man, see, well, once again, dude, I don't mind Blue. I think Blue Lock's is too focused on the hype moments. Like every sports anime has it, but like I don't think Blue Lock does a good job at like kind of focusing on like sports lessons that you could actually apply. I don't know. Maybe I have a bias, but go ahead, Eisen, with your other article on Disney.
Okay, cool. Basically here, it's come out that Disney CEO Bob Iger is basically said that he thought that they should quiet the quote unquote noise and the culture wars. They said they had I guess a meeting here on Tuesday or Wednesday, and he told the investors that the primary goal is to quiet the noise because the culture are bad for business. Now, I just want to say, if y'all actually believe they finna stop pushing out this bullshit they've been pushing out, this narrative, don't think that that's it. I'm telling you now, the only thing that the quiet the noise shit means is that we're just not going to talk about it, but we're going to throw this shit out there in your face still. I still don't buy it. I think they're still going to be pushing these trash ass narratives that are made for trash ass stories that they pushed out with this content they've been pushing out. Yeah, they've been taking a hit, but I think they think that everybody's dumb enough, which most people are, that all they got to do is kind of be quiet about it, and people are going to go spend their money on it. Hollywood's had most people by the balls all the time. They'll probably still keep doing it.
So culture war, the culture. You mean like the woke thing in their shows, like She-Hulk and all that?
Yes.
Okay.
The forces female shit, all that type of bullshit. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they're talking about. They ain't finna quiet this shit. They're not finna talk about it and then complaining. Well, if this isn't for you, then don't watch it then, or don't play. Don't do this. And then whenever it bombs, then they complain. That just means they won't be having that type of advertisement, but they'll still be pushing out this same trash.
So
pretty much what I believe.
they had She-Hulk, and then what was that movie with the group of heroes that came out, like
The Marvels? I think is what it's called.
No, not the Marvels. It came out last year, early last year.
Wait, what was that year before last? I can't remember, but
you know what
Eternals.
Yes, they had that gay character in there, and it's like, was he?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
It was good, but was he like that in the comics, or what? They just added that up.
I didn't watch it because I knew it wasn't going to be anything like in the comics. I knew they were going to fuck it all up. So
yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad though. I mean, honestly, I prefer.
I guarantee you, I know it was bad.
I would put no. Hot take: if Eternals came out this year, it probably would have been second place best Marvel movie of this year. Although, a lot of these movies this year are pretty bad, but I would put Eternals over Blue Beetle, but not over Guardians 3. I think Guardians 3 was better.
Blue Beetle was a damn good movie, and it was wholeheartedly like,
I don't know. I guess my standards are higher because I can't watch none of this shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
So who do you think is winning the culture war? Because they
Hollywood. Because people are still going to be dumb enough to watch it, even though it's going to be trash. Yes.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, I'm not going to believe them until we see what's actually getting put out, right? So Marvel's, I know that Marvel show is definitely going to be, woke and all that stuff. So we'll just see. I mean, I don't really trust them. And then look what they did with Loki and Loki season 1 where he was like, he claimed he was both genders. I'm like, all right, dude, like whatever. Like, oh, whatever.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he played.
I'm gonna put it out there, and I think who won the culture war are the Himalayans because they don't give a shit about none of this, and they didn't participate. So yeah, they won.
Yeah,
just throwing that out there.
All right, let's. We got one more here.
Dr. Jump won the culture wars. Hell yeah, we kicked that.
This is kind of an older article here, but it was rumored about the Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4 game coming out. So there was a leaker, and we know, well, he's a YouTuber called Geekdom 101. He does a lot of content on Dragon Ball. This guy has been a Dragon Ball YouTuber for years. Like, this guy, like, I think he's like in his 40s. He's been doing it for years. So I guess he got some type of connections or what, who knows. But there's no info on the actual game platform's release date, so many continue to assume the game is years off. However, according to a new rumor, this actually isn't the case. The new rumor comes from way of Geekdom. It says, quote, Tenkaichi 4 is coming sooner than people realize. Now this could just refer to a reveal, but it refers to both a reveal and a release date. So basically saying that this game could come out potentially this year, which I don't think we have any room or slots for this end of this year. Honestly, there's too many games coming out. Maybe early next year, but he's just saying that basically the game is not going to be far in the future. It's going to be like pretty recent, maybe this year or next year, which I think is great because we haven't had a Dragon Ball Tenkaichi game in years. So, I mean, I think it'd be fucking awesome if it came out this year, though. I wouldn't mind it if it did. Any thoughts, Eisen, on this one?
I'll be honest. I'd much rather have another Xenoverse, but that's me.
I do see a Xenoverse. You know what was crazy? Oh, then we have that Kakarot game they just did a DLC for a couple months ago. But yeah, I after Tenkaichi 4, I do see a Xenoverse sequel coming out right after it. But who knows when we'll get that, Bill?
Yeah, that's just me. I'd rather have the another Xenoverse. I like the open world. Kind of little missions and stuff, so it's just my style of play that I like better.
Omega, anything on Tenkaichi 4 potentially coming out sooner than expected?
I say go for it because it's just gonna come down to a bunch of fighting games that are gonna be in competition with each other. So like this is we're getting in the months of what is that? Tekken 8,
yeah.
Combat 1. So definitely get in there. I mean, I actually look forward to another Dragon Ball FighterZ.
And then we're getting Grand Blue Rising versus at the end of the year too, which I'm actually gonna try that game out. So yeah, you mentioned fighting games. A little thing about fighting games. So I tried Mortal Kombat 1 for like a day, and dude, like those inputs are fucking hard as shit. Like I refunded that game. I refunded that game so fast, like I was struggling. Like I was literally struggling. I was trying to do combos.
For me to buy it, bro.
I was struggling. Like I tried, like I tried Raiden, because he seemed cool, and I was just having a hard time. Like, yo, this feels harder than what I expected. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But
I don't like their inputs as well, but I still want to give it a shot.
Yeah, try it out. But luckily I played it for like less than a couple hours, so I was able to refund it on Steam. So I got my money back. So I'm like, God damn, dude. I was disappointed because I actually wanted to, try to, get into Mortal Kombat, but those inputs are just tough. I was like, what the hell? This reminds me of like KOF.
Was it not difficult for you to hold the block button to block?
No, blocking I didn't have any issue, but it's like there's like every character has like a chargeable move, and like you have there's like the timing input windows are really small. So I was like, shit, this is fucking annoying. Like I didn't know every character has like a chargeable move in the game. I didn't know that. I thought
that's like when you get juggled in that game, you kind of appreciate the person, because they're actually timing those.
Yeah,
those buttons.
even the juggles those juggling, that's not easy at all. I was like, golly.
Hell no. You gotta work for that shit.
I'm so disappointed, man. I wanted to, you know, kind of finally get into it. So I'm hoping Tekken 8 ain't like this, man. I'm hoping Tekken 8 ain't like this.
Did you try Johnny Cage or? Like,
yeah, I tried Johnny Cage. I tried Johnny Cage. I tried Raiden. I think those. Oh, and I tried this guy. I forgot his name. But he has like a really cool. He has like grappler moves, but he's really fast. He has like a spear move. I forgot his name though, but he has like he was cool too. So, but you know, who?
Oh no, I was just agreeing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but yeah, sucks though. But I mean, for people, definitely, you know, it just came out not too long ago, so try it out. I mean, it's getting good reviews and stuff, so that's good. But yeah, it just sucks. I was like, shit. But that's the way you like if you want to know if a fighting game's good, just try it out. Try the tutorials and see if you can actually like do combos with the character you like. If you can't, then just fuck it, man. Like that's for any fighting game.
Yeah.
So sucks. But we're gonna do a quick commercial break, and we will be back after this. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and we'll be right back for more news.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
Riddle me this. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye. Hadouken!
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
Yoga lane. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Why so serious? Riddle me this.
Haven't had a lot of company in a long time, but if I were expecting some, I'd whip up a really substantial meal. You see how strong I am? From eating all of this stuff.
俺はスーパーベジータだ。
Yoga lane.
Your soul is mine.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
By your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Yoga lane.
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Your soul is mine. Riddle me this. Why so serious? Always winterize your pipes.
None of it matters as you lie bleeding out.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all
None of
lived
it
through the
changes what a
70s.
speeding rock
The
does to a
clothes,
body.
the music,
We all die.
the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons.
But does that
Now,
mean our lives
later,
are meaningless?
Who are we to look
Does
at
that
these
mean that
two
there was no point in our
fine young
being
men
born?
and say, you there,
Would you say
I
that of
sit
our
in
slain
judgment of you.
comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless?
Why so
They were
serious?
not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen, their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget! And as we ride to certain death, we trust our
But
successors
there
to
could
do
be
the
more to
same
the
for
case
us!
than meets the eye.
Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world! My soldiers push forward! My soldiers scream out! My soldiers
Powers combined. Riddle me this. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes. Your soul is
By your powers combined.
Why so serious?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file detective.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes.
Or the stone.
All right, we are back from intermission, episode 43 of Otaku Jump podcast. If you missed episode 42, you can check it out on the playback on the channel or on Spotify and the other audio formats in the description. I'm your host, Soul. So next episode 44, will probably be, first episode will be in October. Let's see, maybe October 8th or so, or somewhere around there. But the next episode will definitely be in October. We try to do 2 episodes a month, if not holidays get in the way, but usually we do 2 times a month. So episode 50 actually will be next year. I still don't know what we should be doing for episode 50, but it would be cool to do like a QA or something like that. So if anyone has any ideas on episode 50 ideas, just let us know. You can hit us up on the Discord for any ideas. But yeah, with my host Omega and Eisen, we got a couple more things to cover here, mainly rapid fire here. So here we go. So good news for Square Enix. Well, actually, no, bad news. So Square Enix loses nearly $2 billion in value since Final Fantasy 16. It says shares in the company have plummeted nearly 30% since Final Fantasy 16 came out on June 22nd, closing on September 13th at their lowest point since May last year. It sold 3 million copies during launch. I figure that sparked a debate online about whether it had met Square Enix sales targets. Square Enix told IGN in July that sales were extremely strong, quote unquote, and insisted the game had sold well relative to the PS5 install base. And you know, this is not the first time this has happened. When Guardians of the Galaxy came out, I think that was a Square Enix game. a good game though. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it did not perform well financially. But Square Enix has been taking a lot of these hits. I mean, sometimes they get good games, sometimes they don't. Hopefully, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that comes out next year, January, does better. But I think the main thing that might have hurt Final Fantasy 16 was that it was not a multi-plat. I think being a multi-plat, being on Xbox, PC, PS5 would have done better. Which I still don't know why this was exclusive. Like, I don't know why it just needed to be exclusive at all, or at least first year exclusive, because this type of game should not be exclusive to PS5. But maybe Sony made a deal with them and they got the deal for being exclusive for a certain time frame. But not a bad game. I just don't think it's going to be like JRPG of the year or anything like that, or Game of the Year or anything like that. Probably not. I mean, especially with Spider-Man 2 coming out next month. It was just an okay game. But any thoughts on Square Enix or Final Fantasy 16? If anyone played it, I think I gave it like a 7 out of 10 or something like that. Not bad. It's not a bad game though.
I've never played it, but I mean, Final Fantasy has always been exclusive to PlayStation, so I expect them to do nothing less than to drop the bag on them to keep it that way. Like Madden has done to sew up football for years, and it sucked, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of the old Final Fantasy stuff was on PlayStation, so I guess that does make sense. That's true. Megan, anything?
Yeah, it's just sorry to hear that from Square Enix. I believe they always produce pretty good RPGs. But it's shocking with Final Fantasy 16. I thought this one was gonna probably do really well. But hey, they still have 7 coming with the rebirth and stuff. So probably that might make a difference. But that's a big loss, 2 billion. You know.
Yeah, that was pretty shocking because when we got the trailers on this game, it looked like it was going to be great, but
yeah, it looked great.
I guess
like I said, I haven't played it, but from the gameplay that I've watched, looked pretty good. I can only say if the story just fell off somewhere or just the gameplay became too repetitive.
I mean, the gameplay was just okay, but I mean, the story was okay. It was a very like linear, typical story. Like it kind of felt like you're playing like an anime or something, but it was all right. But it's not
Capcom or well, I shouldn't say Capcom, but Square Enix is probably like maybe we might have to go back to the tactics route. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember the I don't know if you're familiar with it, but Final Fantasy Tactics.
I've heard of it. Didn't play it though, but I heard of it.
Yeah, if they could do something with that kind of engine, I know 2D sprites are probably not like the thing now, but yeah, that system of fighting, just managing units was astonishing. So,
all right. So maybe some good news. So we got some Spawn news. Todd McFarlane says he's seen up to page 80 of the Spawn movie script. So the long about this famous comic book character Spawn may be on hold for now as the writers go on strike and stuff like that. It says McFarlane has spent a year trying to get the project off the ground to the point that it's become almost a big quest. Last we heard, producer Jason Blum told comicbook.com they were aiming for a 2025 release, but the script still wasn't finished. Cannot be during the WGA strike. According to IGN today about another Spawn development, that the character will appear in Call of Duty Season 6. Okay, that's weird. McFarlane did give us a little update on where the movie was before the strike. Let's see. He says he rewrites the screenplay by writers. Okay, the comic. Okay, so it says the script can be completed and he and Blum can be then pitch it to studios. But he says the script was on page 80 before the strike. Okay. So who knows when we're gonna get this? I don't really know if that rumor about Jamie Foxx being Spawn is realistic. It may go to another actor, but that's what we heard a long time ago. I don't know if that's gonna be the case, but it would be cool to get this finally out on screen. I mean, the last Spawn movie, it's been a long time. That was back in the 90s, I think. I forgot when the movie released. What was that? 1990 something. I forget the year, but that movie's been
1999, aka slash the one out, turn the nines around, 666.
Oh, it was really 1999?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe it just sounded cool coming out of my mouth, but yeah.
Okay. But any thoughts on Spawn movie coming out? Anything?
All I know is it better have metal in it. But no, to be honest, I look forward to it because a lot of people are just amazed that Spawn actually made the theater, period. Like, I mean, Todd McFarlane has been amazing with that story. So let's hope. I would just say the next one, let's just hope is really good. Like, as far as what we have to deal with now with advanced CGI and graphics.
Yeah.
I do like the twist, though. Originally, there were some rumors saying that he was going to be more, like, less kind of visible. Like, they're going to show Spawn, but it's going to be like Spawn doesn't go by the whole superhero code stuff. So basically want him to, like, if you were watching the Exorcism shit, you know, like like a horror movie, you know. So
yeah, it should be, because it's kind of like a horror. Yeah, he's definitely scary as fuck.
Got the devil, like, you know, like I wouldn't want to see green eyes in the darkness.
Eisen, anything on Spawn movie?
Only thing I know is, I mean, hopefully it's not Jamie Foxx that they do this with. I just hope it's not. I mean, it would make no sense to do Jamie Foxx instead of Michael Jai White. Well, they'd practically be the same age. I don't get it. I mean, I get if you want to do somebody new and younger, but nah.
I mean, I gotta give mad shout outs to Michael Jai White. Like, that dude's a phenomenal martial artist first and an actor second. So, like, I think he did really good in this film. You know, I know a lot of people would get tired of saying, like, oh, he's in his own work now. Stop trying to say he's going to be in the next one. But I would say Reconsider, man, he's astonishing, all the work that he's done. So, yeah.
All right. Ubisoft Montreal in turmoil amid what developers are calling broken promises. It says September 11th, most of the over 4K employees at Ubisoft returned to office in Montreal's Mile End for the first time in 3 years. Hardly anyone seems happy about it. Many are furious at what they're calling broken promises from their leadership. It has announced that employees would be returning to the office beginning... really? So they're complaining about going back to the office? Really? Has been lining up the post from my concern to outright anger. Really? So they're crying because they don't want to go back to the office? Really?
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, sounds it.
That sounds kind of lame.
I don't need a supervisor. I do my work.
Oh, okay. They said they were reassured over 2 years that they would remain 100% remote long term. Okay. Wow, that's so lame. So they're crying. I mean, well, hey, being remote is definitely a.
I always think though
being remote is awesome.
It would save the company so much money to have them working at their houses and not going to a building, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah, I mean,
here's my thing.
Here's
my thing. are they really doing the job, and are they making something that's worth the money for that? I mean, where they don't have to be under supervision and shit.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, they're just, I mean, coders, and most of that stuff don't require being an officer.
I mean, what I'm getting at is, have they had the kind of success?
Oh, you mean,
you know,
like,
that would warrant? You know, you get what I'm saying?
Oh,
right.
Hit and miss. I mean, their games lately have kind of been trash lately.
Okay, then. So yeah, that's why they going back in under supervision, away from it, trash games.
We'll see what
So
Assassin's
the
Creed comes out.
productivity and the timing should go up. Like, you know, like as far as the quality. That's yeah.
Maybe
I can see that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed comes out
Because
like next month, so we'll see.
You make a great point that is like, if it hasn't been showing progress, then perhaps that's why they like, yeah, y'all need to come back in.
Yeah. Get your ass back off in here. We got to have somebody watching over you, lazy motherfuckers. That's what it is.
I mean, they still got SLAs and deadlines, even if they work remote. But yeah, I mean, you know, Ubisoft, I don't know. I mean, they need to just, hopefully, like I said, Assassin's Creed comes out soon. We'll see if, you know, they deliver with that, you know, and we'll go from there. But
yeah,
I haven't been too impressed with them lately, though. We'll see. Death Rex just says it's a movement, soul. Niggas don't want to go back. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I love being remote, dude. I love that shit.
Hell yeah, say it louder, damn it.
There's a lot of benefits. A lot of benefits. Being a remote worker, I cannot lie. All right, next up. We talked about the Xbox. Well, Eisen, we didn't get your thought. So yeah, they're just talking about the new Xbox console coming out 2028, which is not really surprising. But any thoughts on that?
I don't care. I'd rather have a new PC in 2028, but
yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, so we touched on that earlier. This was kind of cool. So Hitman Reborn revealed a special trailer featuring the 10th Vongula family. So author Akira Amano's 2000 popular anime action comedy Hitman Reborn is known as this earliest series that featured many shonen tropes before the big three took the genre by storm. 13 years after the conclusion of the anime known in North America as Reborn, official YouTube channel has shared a special starring the 10th Vongula family, showcasing the beloved members of this iconic clan. Yo, if you have not watched Hitman Reborn, dude, this was the series. I'm telling you, this was a good series, man. Classic. This is one of the GOATs, one of the anime series best, I would say, man. And a mafia.
Whoever chose that thumbnail, that's awesome too.
Mafia, you know, shonen battle there. Really good shit. It's a really watchable series too. I mean, I've seen it like at least 3 times. I mean, really good characters. Good characters, good fights. Just, I mean, really enjoyable series there. I don't know if we've had an anime like this in a while though, where you have like 4 members who are just both strong in different ways. Have we had something like that recently? I don't know. I don't know.
I can't recall.
But Death Racer says it sucks how the anime needs to continue the ending of the manga. Oh, really?
I mean, I think Bungo Stray Dogs is the only one, but that's kind of old. That's not new.
I need to watch that Stray Dog. I've heard of it. I haven't seen it yet, but
oh, that's a real good.
Any thoughts on Hitman Reborn though? Anything, Eisen?
I got nothing. I never watched it, so.
Oh man, you gotta watch it. Definitely gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's. I enjoyed it. It's pretty good. That baby had me cracking up.
Who was your favorite character, if you remember, Omega, from Hitman Reborn?
I can't really say because the way their teams were, it was difficult for me to actually pick a favorite. I mean, I can't go base and say like basically the main like dude like with the fire. So
okay, I would say I think my favorite was the Yamamoto, the sword dude. This guy right here. This guy was my favorite.
Oh yeah, he was smooth though.
Like he was just so like nonchalant for like the very beginning of the show. Like he didn't give a shit, but for some reason he was just strong as fuck. But then he got serious. It took him a while to get serious though. But he wasn't serious for like a good portion of the show. He was just really good for some reason.
He was the most non-professional one out of all of them.
Yeah, that was such a good series, man.
He's like, I'm just around, you know. I like this suit. I got that going for me.
Really good show there, man. I might have to rewatch that shit. So maybe some good news for people. So Rising of the Shield Hero season 3 release date.
Woo!
So this
Love
is coming out when? Season 3 is coming out when? Let me see. Okay, so we'll be coming out fall anime schedule for this year. So honestly though, I did not finish season 2 because of that stupid CGI bull crap he tried to pull in that season, which kind of kind of distracted me. But maybe is it worth going back, Omega? Is it worth going back and finishing it or what?
I would say it's worth going back. It off the bat, it's a great story for season 1. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Death Racer says he likes to do with the bombs. Yeah, Goku Dara. Yeah, Goku Dara is pretty funny though. He was a funny dude.
Is hilarious.
Yeah, and definitely, but yeah, I have not finished season 2 yet.
Made you worried about being around any structures or anything because the way he placed those bombs, like he didn't know where it could be.
All right. Yeah, even the main character has a lot of cool moments too. I mean, when he gets serious, you know, he has cool moments.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this I would say go forward and watch season 3. Though they went all weird with the CGI for season 2, but I didn't care much for that.
Okay.
But all in all, it's a good story. So.
So yeah, we're just retouching on Mortal Kombat. So Mortal Kombat, like I said, already came out. Check it out. I'm curious what the scores are. It said it was 85 on Metacritic, which is pretty good. That's not bad. Let's check it out what it is right now currently. I'm curious to see what they're giving it. Let's see.
You know, they was talking shit about like celebrities being in video games because of Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah. Okay. So right now it's a 84. Damn, user score 66.3 though. But I mean,
damn.
Yeah, that's pretty low. Damn. Oh well, you know why? There was they did have some beef with the Nintendo Switch version. Apparently, there was some people roasting and toasting the Nintendo Switch. I heard about that. Like it was really bad graphically or something. Which makes sense. I mean, it's a damn Switch. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's not going to be have that great of fidelity on that console. But yep. Are you getting a Mortal Kombat Omega or no?
I'm gonna give it a shot. I might when it goes on sale. I'll get it.
Okay, I mean, I'm pretty sure there'll be a sale on it on PC fairly soon. Is anything on Mortal Kombat? I don't know if you played it.
No, I got nothing. Nah, I told you I hadn't played a fighting game in years. So
okay. Last but not least, another Final Fantasy stuff. So Final Fantasy Remake has sold over 7 million copies. So the remake and to integrate, which was the other edition that added DLC, had collected over 7 million copies. Of course, Square Enix is going to show their good numbers to counteract their bad numbers with Final Fantasy 16. But people are fans of Final Fantasy 7. I mean, that's just clear. The remakes have been really good to Square Enix, and even this next one that's going to come out, it's going to be probably another big W for Square Enix. But I mean, they got to focus on newer games too. I mean, yeah, your old classics do well, but your new games just kind of flop. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, Final Fantasy 16. What was that other game they had? Remember that other game, Omega or Aizen, that came out maybe last year with Square Enix? It didn't do so well either. It was kind of Final Fantasy based. It looked like a Final Fantasy game, but it was like a little different. I forgot the name though. But it didn't. It didn't do well either. So, but I mean, good shit. I'm excited for the Rebirth coming out in January, and hopefully it's fun. Any thoughts on that?
I don't know.
I mean, I've always.
know. I think
Oh, go ahead, Asian. Something.
Okay, I don't know. I think I blame these Final Fantasy fans.
Really?
Man, look. No, damn that. I mean, hey, look. You gonna sit up here and let them rake in your money of pumping out 50 remakes of fucking Final Fantasy 7 and then just give you trash on the new end? Man, you deserve to get your money ripped off you at this point.
But you know what's Death Race has a point. Kingdom Hearts 3 was also let down as well, and actually Kingdom Hearts 4 was I don't even know how that sold. I mean, I did play it, but I don't know how that sold.
Thing where Kingdom Hearts 1 will always be the best.
But you know what I'm predicting though? I can see Square Enix doing like a Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 reboot or remake on PS5, Xbox, just like what they're doing with the Final Fantasy 7 stuff. I could see them doing that. That shit would sell like hotcakes.
It's the Hollywood syndrome, of course, and like Asian Sama said, you deserve to be ripped off if they keep just producing a different remake from like another Death Wish. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but that's what they're also doing that with Metal Gear Solid. That is also getting a remake collection soon. For PC and stuff like that. Pretty soon. So
I swear though, it's just something about, for me personally as a Final Fantasy fan, it's something about Final Fantasy 7 that I always felt was that damn good. Like it was classical. Like playing the remake I played, it's just interesting and learn that in real time you can actually do counters. Whereas in the RPG element, you had to actually invest points into your character to actually pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I think it's just a visual thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh, wow, like, like, I didn't know that his hair moved like that. Or, like, look at the definition of his Buster Sword. I don't know. But, a lot of people probably still gonna cop it. So
yeah, that's true. Well, that ends our episode 43. Like I said, episode 44 will be our first episode for October. A lot of games coming out next month, so probably gonna do a couple of good impressions and game reviews coming next month. I don't know what movies are coming out next month, but I guess we'll find out and hopefully get some more movie reviews.
For our horror and sickos that probably might even watch us, we got The Exorcist that's about to come out.
Really?
And we also have The Nun 2.
Oh,
so
okay.
Get ready to get scared the fuck out. I think Nun 2 might actually defeat, though, like Exorcist. Because Exorcist is, I don't know, like it's... Don't get me wrong, like they had sequels. I think Exorcist 1 and 2 were pretty damn good. For some reason, 2 doesn't get a lot of like play. Probably because the main the main kind of actor is always yelling at the top of his lungs. So that shit was hilarious. So.
Okay, well, when you watch them, I'll definitely ask for your score.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I want to check them out.
Okay.
Always watch horror at midnight, guys. If you're not a pussy.
Hell no, man. Yeah, we'll know what that shit. Any last thoughts for you, Eisen?
Man, nah, I really don't have anything. Just always had to get on here and talk about these topics and wait for the next one, man.
All right, man. We'll see y'all later. Peace out.